Computex 2020 wouldn't be possible without our sponsors, Samsung, Corsair, MSI, and Synology. What's up, everyone? We are here at the Synology booth at PepCom for CES 2020. And I want to talk to you guys kind of on the DL about NASs. I've never uploaded a video specifically talking about what NASs do, why they're important, why you should consider one. Mainly because I've been uncomfortable to talk about them because I just don't know enough about them. At least I didn't before I jumped into my first NAS. Synology is a company that provides small box solutions like this. Throw in your own hard drives, your own SSDs. The idea of a NAS, network attached storage, is to keep your data off the World Wide Web. It's localized cloud storage, if you want to call it that. And there, again, is a certain beauty to that, knowing that your data is in your own hands and not actively being spread around the web and in the hands of people who might not have the best credentials. So Synology offers small NAS enclosures like the DS420J. You see we have two active fans here to exhaust heat produced from the drives. Hard drives and SSDs will get fairly hot if they're writing large chunks of data. That's something you probably will be doing with a small enclosure like this. You have hot swap bays, true hot swap bays. Load your hard drive, load your SSD in this, plug it straight into that board in the back. Going to be difficult to pick up on camera, but there's a SATA power port and a SATA data port fixed to a circuit board that connects all four of these drives to a small Linux system. You see the circuit board down below here. And this acts as essentially its own little system. You see it's got a little quad-core 1.4 gigahertz processor, only 1 gig of DDR4 memory, really all you need though for a small NAS enclosure like this. Then, using a small Linux distro, connect this over the network to your system, your personal computer, if you will. You just plug in Ethernet cable right here. That's how it literally communicates with your PC, over the network. Network attached storage. It's really not that complicated. It can sound daunting, but the idea is fairly simple. And to explain more about the software side of things, I'm going to swing it on over to Kyle from Synology.
Hey, so I'm Kyle with Synology. I'm just going to give you a quick rundown of what we got going on over here. So anytime you open up one of our NAS products, it works super easy. We have our own package center, which includes all of our proprietary apps as well as third-party apps that we support. Being as we didn't pay extra for the internet, I can't actually show them all to you right now, but they're there, trust me. One of them is Synology Drive. So think of this as our version of Dropbox. It's your self-contained private version of Dropbox that only you and the people you give access to have access to. It all lives on your NAS at your home network. You can see it, no cloud, no offsite, nothing, just right there. Another great software that we like to show off is our Active Backup for Business software. So whenever you back up a PC, you will see this. This is the file structure of the PC that it's backing up. So it's simple. You just download the client onto your desktop. You plug in the information from your server, and then it automatically starts pulling that data. So anytime that you have accidental data deletion, anytime you've accidentally deleted, very important files, say that you went in and you accidentally deleted all of your important documents. And finally, one of the things we like to talk about a lot is our surveillance station software. So this is actually a different screen from the DS Home homepage. This is the homepage for the surveillance station screen. As you can see, you've got the simple widgets right here on the left side. Pretty self-explanatory themselves too. Live view. You open it up, and there we are. Wave hi to the camera, everybody. And for going back and checking any of your footage, we have our timeline. So whenever you set up a camera, super easy to do. It'll pull the IP address directly with the press of a button. We're compatible with over 7,000 different kinds of cameras. This is a timeline playing back from earlier, and as you can see over here, get this out of the way. This is the timeline. You can scrub right through it. Pretty instantaneous. This is all just footage taken from earlier this afternoon. Pretty responsive, pretty snappy. This also, speaking of pretty responsive, pretty snappy. Super easy to set up, way more private than cloud-based security systems. For this all stays right on your local network. You have direct access over whatever security you want to put in place, whether it be a firewall, two-factor authentication. It's completely configurable. The footage never leaves your server at home. We can't get into it unless you give us permission to it. It's a much more secure way to do surveillance by keeping it all in-house. The best part about all of our software is it's all license-free and subscription-free, and the only data limits you will have are the hard drives inside of your NAS unit.
So one of Synology's goals is to make the network attached storage setup simplistic something that doesn't require insane command line prompts, something that really doesn't require much time to set up in the case of a surveillance system. And at the end of the day, you end up with your own dedicated storage device that is not attached to the World Wide Web. I want to stress that again because people are super paranoid about that stuff, and they have every right to be. It's their personal data, and compromises occur all of the time. But I just want to introduce you guys to what NASs are. So if you're on the fence about whether or not you should consider one, if you have tons of data, let's say tons of Blu-ray movies or something, or maybe tons of footage if you're a content creator, and you want to put that footage somewhere where it's safe, isolated from the rest of your system, and not going anywhere, might be what a small enclosure like this could be used for. I use one personally for the same thing, and I can tell you it is a life changer. I didn't believe it until I tried it. Consider it. Click the link below if you want to learn more about this. Big thanks to Synology for sponsoring our CES 2020 coverage, more specifically PepCom here again, and I am looking forward to setting up my own personal surveillance system. I really want one at the house. I'm excited. Sounds like a daunting task, but we'll make it work, and with Synology stuff, I'm sure it won't be all that difficult.